Hey everybody, welcome back. We have figured out the technical difficulties and we are going to provide much more entertainment for this telethon. Do not forget to donate. Up next, a public service announcement and a live interview with Poet Laureate Andrea Vocab Sanderson. Stay in tune. Viva!
To stop the spread of COVID-19, practice social distancing in the following ways. Maintain safe distances from each other, stay at home, and avoid direct contact with high-touch items in the community. Keep a 6-foot distance from others in public settings. Avoid crowds, especially in poor ventilated spaces. Share the love and stop the spread of COVID-19.
Lávese las manos con frecuencia con agua y jabón durante al menos 20 segundos. Si no hay agua y jabón disponibles, use un desinfectante con alcohol para las manos. Evite tocarse los ojos, la nariz y la boca. Evite el contacto cercano con personas que estén enfermas. Quédese en casa si se siente enfermo. Cúbrase la boca cuando estornude o cúbrase con un pañuelo desechable. Deseche el pañuelo después de usarlo. Limpie y desinfecte objetos y superficies que se tocan con frecuencia. Llame a la línea de ayuda sobre el COVID-19 si tiene alguna pregunta al 210-207-5779.
That was a happy accident. Hey everybody, we're live. Welcome back to the party, or shall I say fiesta. I'm sitting here with Poet Laureate Andrea Vocab Sanderson. What is happening?
Hi, where am I looking? Which camera?
Where are we looking?
There's so many cameras out there. There's a vast array of cameras. Greetings and salutations.
We're looking right there.
Cool. Thank you very much for that direction. That's so kind of you.
To our wonderful viewing audience, can you see this woman in her beautiful lipstick?
I don't know if they're getting the glimmer and the shine, but
This is cool.
yeah, it is. It's good to be with you. You're a star.
Thank you for making it to our strange quarantine broadcast.
Yeah, I miss going to see you at the movie theaters when I'm waiting for my movie to come on. I'm like, there's my boy.
Really?
Yeah. Every time you get on the screen, when they're running, the previews, I'm like, it's Garrett.
Really? Cool.
I get excited every time. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. Well, let's talk about life.
Okay.
How you been doing?
I have been serene for the most part, and kind of in my thoughts. But I mean, where else would we be? Since we're not really getting all the overload of the free world out there. I've been, spending some time really thinking about things and trying to figure out what aspects of my life I want to improve, and I'm working on some stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely time to work on stuff.
Yeah, work on ourselves.
More
our
than
spirit.
ever. All of it. Anything and everything.
And it's also okay to sit still, just in case you feel like you're stressed trying to figure out what to do. It's also okay to just to sit still and be okay, be in your feelings, think
Totally.
about what's going on too.
So, I mean, everyone's been at a standstill,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you had a bunch of gigs and stuff or plans that got brushed aside just to stay safe and flatten the curve. So, what have you been up to? What have you been writing a whole bunch?
I haven't written too much. What I have been doing is teaching classes on Zoom. I've been talking to a lot of children and people asking me, like, can you make a video where you give us your definition of what poetry is? Can you come and do, or from home, do a thing where you kind of inspire people and give them some performances and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing mostly. I did get in the studio last week and start recording a song. I need to go back and do my background vocals for that. And a couple of like performances with Nick, because I'm in a band called The Foreign Arm, in case you guys don't know. So I've gotten with Nick a couple of times, but mostly just kind of spending a lot of time with my fam.
Hey, that's cool. I mean, it's cool to hang out with the fam.
Yeah, what have you been doing?
I've been doing a little of the same. I've been working on this. I've been trying to figure out when this place is going to open back up, and I've been writing a whole lot of music.
Awesome. Has your style changed any? I know I'm supposed to be getting interviewed, but I'm asking you questions.
Yeah,
I'm
totally.
interested to
I
know.
just finished up like a EP of really loud rock and roll songs that I haven't released in. They've been on the back burner forever because it's just a side thing, and I'm gonna put that up on the internet. And I'm using this time artistically to really learn more about home recording.
I'm debating because I have a laptop, I have a MacBook, and I'm like, dare I try this GarageBand thing? Because that is the other world for me. Like, I'm not that person. I'm just like, I type my poems out, or I write my poems out, or my songs, and I don't handle any of that technical, musical. I don't even touch it.
Well, you should. But you know what? You can just put pen to paper. That's cool. And you are the Poet Laureate of San Antonio. How does that feel?
It feels amazing and awkward. Because I've stepped into the role, yes, but I feel like the month leading up to it, everybody's like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Do something, do something, do something." And I was like, "Okay. I'm emotional. I'm sad. I have to stay at home." And so I had to, really quickly get into some space where I was clearing out my spirit so that I could make room to help other people create, because you can't help others if you don't help yourself. So I had to, just really spend some time doing some reflection and praying, a lot of praying.
Yeah.
I've been doing so much of that lately, and just really asking for answers, because I feel like people want, if you're in a place of influence, if you're a public figure, people want you to have some kind of answer for them, and we don't have the answers. We really don't. We're just as lost as everybody else in a sense. But just trying to, when I speak, be mindful of the things that I'm saying and the advice that I'm giving, so that I could direct people. So I did something called Invite to Write Essay, where I made a page for adults and for children, and for the whole month of National Poetry Month, I put up a prompt a day where they could write to, and gave them themes and stuff to emphasize. I was reading some stuff that people would write, trying to give them some feedback but not critique it, and just people were coming to me, telling me, online, coming to me saying, my children are writing and I'm writing and I haven't done this in a while and I feel awkward, or I'm going to do this for the first time. And I'm like, good. I felt so excited that I could be a part of their experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So dare I ask, what is the definition of poetry to you?
Well, it's about expressing your feelings in form, in meter, in verse, and poetry is the exploration of ideals and concepts that may not be something physically tangible, but is like, our thoughts and our philosophies of life and things of that, and just trying to find a way to put it into forms, or even free verse, which in itself to me is a form, and some people don't think of it as valid. Music is also poetry. Hip hop is poetry. I mean, it can manifest in a lot of different ways in the written form, but just I think it's more about your meter and your cadence, how you pace it out.
Yeah.
Because there's a flow to it,
Well, so let's talk about, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
And I think poetry means what it means to everyone, and that is right on the money, and that's what you live for. And
I think we all have to have our own individual experiences with it, because it hits us different. Poetry may come to you at a completely different time that it comes to me, but when it comes to you in the form that is, for lack of a better term, edible for you, like something you can digest, then it'll hit you in a very profound way. You have to hear it from certain writers, or be in a certain place in your life and open to receive it. Because if you're in your place in your life, you're not open to receive the artistic, even with music, it's like if you're not in a place, it can just be background noise to you. I'm sorry.
That's
it could
the other
be
microphone.
Yes, I've been introduced to the other mic now. It could just be background noise, or the lyrics and the music can come to the forefront and really start to move you. So
absolutely,
it's about where
you have to be ready for it.
Yeah,
and that means a lot of things, but you can just be open. You should be open. So this book. Let's talk about your book.
Sure. So on Valentine's Day this year, Flower Song Press released my book. It's called She Lives in Music, and it is available on their website. It is available on Amazon, and their website, I'm sorry, is flowersongpress.com. And, you know, if you catch me out and about, I can get you a copy as well, because I got some in my trunk, got some at my house, you know, stuff like that.
Very good. Yeah, everyone buy this book. And donate to the telethon.
Yeah, it's more important that you do that. My book will be here. It's not going anywhere, but we definitely have families in need and people in need, you know, people that are somewhat displaced or at a disadvantage right now, and we need to take care of each other as a community.
Would you like to read a portion of your book or a segment?
I would definitely do. I'd like to do a poem and a song if I got time for it, even if I don't do a whole song.
We got time. Let's rock. Let's ride.
Can I just stand up?
Sure. Yeah.
Or did y'all want it to?
You can hold the mic.
I don't like holding mics, but I will stand up. You know, talk to the people while I do this. Get my life together. Okay, or not. So y'all, I know y'all probably like, what's going on with this girl? A couple of things. I haven't been on stage in a while, and a while for some people may be like a year, but for me it's like a month and a half, you know? I don't remember the last time I've ever gone this long without hitting a stage to do something in some capacity. It's my service. It's my way of expressing my love. So I'm excited to be back. And this is a really big weekend because it's Mother's Day weekend. So shout out to all the mamas raising children. And even if you've raised your children, good job. So it's also, today there was a versus battle on Instagram that's probably still going on or wrapping up. Jill Scott versus Erykah Badu. And they are my mothers in music. I wouldn't be the artist that I am today if I didn't have their influence. So I have to dedicate this performance this evening to Jill Scott and Erykah. So I issued a challenge online called the My Tongue Is Challenge, and it was asking the community, world community, global community, to write a poem using the hashtag My Tongue Is, and that's a sentence starter, and it could just be 1 to 3 lines. Some people wrote entire poems. I finally finished my entire poem for the My Tongue Is Challenge, and you make a digital poster. You can use an app like Canva to create it. So this is my first time ever reading this poem out in public, and here we go.
Debut.
New. If you're from San Antonio, that's how we start. You know what to say. My tongue is a box cutter in a bodega, breaking down cardboard stereotypes. My tongue is a bald ego perched before flight that just spotted a serpent in the sand. My tongue, much like your tongue, has the power to bless and curse this land. An earthquake tremor reverberating through tectonic plates, sending shivers through Sierra-tinged soil and concrete alike. It interlocks with La Tierra forcibly to cause a cessation of mantle. My tongue lights the candle to prophesy and provoke proclamations, irrigates water into thirsty reservations, turning them into reservoirs, summons manna to end starvation. I fill hungry mouths with heavenly bread. I speak proclamations to break the silence for those who have bled from domestic violence and human trafficking in the shadows of deprivation. I speak to the innermost parts of the heart where desires and thoughts take root. I speak for the protection of the future generations, to protect our youth. My tongue is a tambourine of testimonies, quivering utterances of truth. Let an oil drum leak from these lips and anoint the airwaves with hope. The same hope that I have been given is spilling out upon me and my entire being. My guts reek with the glory that's been bestowed upon me. No dilution of faith, no pollution of grace, a filtration system of wisdom, rinsing souls and understanding, but never wringing them out to dry. I only fear the one who sent me. His angelic hosts are by my side. They sound the trumpet and the harvest is nigh. We will reap what we have sown with our words after they have matured on the vine. My lips are ripe for the picking, just like your ears are ripe for the listening. There is nothing sweeter than the lava leaping from my lips tonight, piping hot, scorched with burning coals and inked with the scrolls of life. May they unfold, unrestricted and uninhibited, irradiate your eyes with light. Thank you very much. Canned clapture. I call that clapture. It's like rapture and clapping put together.
Well, Andrea, I think we have to move to a PSA now.
No problem.
That was really awesome. And we believe in you.
Thank you. I believe in you, Garrett.
I'm trying to speak on behalf of the city of San Antonio.
Sounds good.
But I believe in you for sure. And that was awesome.
Thanks.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a public service announcement. We're back in business. This is the greatest night of everyone's life. Viva!
To stop the spread of COVID-19, practice washing your hands after being in public places, after touching surfaces in public places, and avoid touching your face. Wash your hands long enough to sing Baby Shark 3 times. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. You get the idea. Do it 3 times.
Para detener la propagación de COVID-19, practica lavarte las manos después de estar en lugares públicos. Después de tocar superficies en lugares públicos y evita tocar tu cara. Lávate las manos con Baby Shark 3 veces. Tienes la idea. Hazlo 3 veces.
Hey everybody, we're back. And things are going good. This is the Viva Telethon for the Arts. And I just hit my round of applause button on my cool audio music making machine and it didn't do anything. Hey, let's keep donating to the arts, the Corona Arts Relief Fund. These are strange times we're living in, and we live in the most beautiful city that exists. So check it out. There's the PayPal handle on the top left corner of your screen. We're doing a good job. The money is coming in. I would like to thank our sponsors. Our sponsors are cool. We got really awesome sponsors backing us up, like Luminaria, Texas Public Radio, Nowcast SA, and that is the list of our sponsors. Nelco Media. Thank you, Nelco Media. We're rocking and rolling. More submissions on the way. Viva, the Telethon for the Arts.
This country is at war with Germany. This country is at war with Germany. My long struggle to win peace has failed.
And danger us with confidence in armed forces, with the undetermined generation of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph. So help us God.
I see you standing there, dancing beauty. Time stands still in your heart. Let me be mighty. Dreams are life. Everybody screams from humming in the day, humming in the night. My best friend died in my arms. I don't know what I'll become. I feel myself changing. Who am I? Who am I? Rivers can unite. Rivers can divide. New York, New York, on the brink of
United States welcomes you to New York. East straight to Kansas, east straight to Utah, east straight to Georgia, east straight to Texas. Get your passports for the bright trip.
San Antonio is a young Yanaguana woman, all spirit, strength, and spark. Her skin, a cinnamon summer, an autumn pecan. Her eyes, steady stars in October's dark sky. Arms graceful as weeping willow branches. She unravels her hair, that long, dark wave of a river, winding right through our hearts, pouring clear through our dreams. That's when she sings in ancient rhythms of her native tongue.
Guriariho savisende digela tayuna tiguna wini. Ay de mí, llorona, 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 llévame al río. Shinieka yuno shunas, shibigali, makasabi, sisibini. Tápame con tu rabo, soy llorona porque me muero de frío.
Unconquered tunes twirled like mesquite bark, gnarled like centuries of river oak, shaping the gentleness of buffalo grass, the wildness of wind, a melody trickling cool as river water. San Antonio is a young, strong Yanaguana woman who learned Spanish, and then English, and then Tex-Mex, or German, Vietnamese, Czech, Greek, Karen, and 100 other flowing tongues to lull the child to sleep. San Antonio is a young, strong, smart Yanaguana woman who sings, chants, calls, declaims, exalts in all the languages of her embroidered rebozo bordado of colors and cultures, but never once forgets the hum and the rumble of her still growing, reaching river roots.
Here are 6 easy ways to prevent the spread of infection. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Stay home if you're feeling sick. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, then discard the tissue in the trash. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. Call the COVID-19 hotline if you have any questions at 210-207-5779.
Lávese las manos con frecuencia con agua y jabón durante al menos 20 segundos. Si no hay agua y jabón disponibles, use un desinfectante con alcohol para las manos. Evite tocarse los ojos, la nariz y la boca. Evite el contacto cercano con personas que estén enfermas. Quédese en casa si se siente enfermo. Cúbrase la boca cuando estornude o cúbrase con un pañuelo desechable. Deseche el pañuelo después de usarlo. Limpie y desinfecte objetos y superficies que se tocan con frecuencia. Llame a la línea de ayuda sobre el COVID-19 si tiene alguna pregunta al 210-207-57.
Ladies and gentlemen of San Antonio and beyond, you're watching VIVA, the telethon for the arts and artists in San Antonio. This has been a ball. I'm having a very good time. I hope you are too. Do not forget, there is a PayPal handle in the top left corner of your screen. That's what you need to use to donate money to this wonderful cause. Art is the best. Hey, we saw some really cool videos, and we had some technical difficulties, so if you thought your video was going to get played in the last hour, it got moved to the next hour. And we did a little flip-flopping, but you know what? Everything is cool because this is cool. So we saw a video from Nathan Felix, the experimental composer. That was cool. The War Bride. We saw a performance art piece from Guillermina Zabala. And then we saw a nice little ditty from Midwest Armadillo. Very good. So, my special selections are coming up next, but first, a public service announcement.
VIVA! To stop the spread of COVID-19, practice washing your hands after being in public places, after touching surfaces in public places, and avoid touching your face. Wash your hands long enough to sing Baby Shark 3 times. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. You get the idea. Do it 3 times.
not? Today, our taxes are due and we get a stimulus check. If you got direct deposit, right? Mine is not to make a political commentary. Mine is simply to perhaps make you smile. I thought to myself, what the heck? On the day my taxes are due, I got a stimulus check. It was sent to me by the U.S. Treasury. Not a lot for some, but a lot for me. I got $1,200 in the bank. I started to plan what to do. Would I spend it all on me? Or maybe a little on you? Put money on my car? Buy a new guitar? Then I realized that money won't go very far. I got $1,200 in the bank. If I paid my mortgage, it would be gone. And that would be the end of this silly song. I could buy food, toilet paper, and more, or I could give it to the really, really poor. I got $1,200 in the bank. You know, I've lost more than that in just one day in my retirement and my 401k. I guess I'll hold on to it for a rainy day, because next year I'm going to be taxed on it. Yeah, that's what they say. I got $1,200 in the bank. Yippee! I've got $1,200. The sir just walked in the bank. What should we buy with it? No sardines for you. Stay okay. Be okay. Stay positive. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.
What do you say, everybody? Special selections. San Antonio indie rock greats Aunt Baby and Katrina Curtis with a very, very cool and creative song that was created for this very strange moment in time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are raising money for the arts and the artists of San Antonio, Texas. Do not be afraid to go to paypal.me/LuminariaSA and donate something to the arts, because this is one thing that makes our city very, very good. Also, I wanted to highlight some people that have donated so far. Susan Richardson, Hare and Hound Press, Mara Bobbitt, and someone whose video we're going to show next, an Emmy Award-making filmmaker. His name is Alejandro de Hoyos, and he asked that we read this before we show his selection. He says this: although I may travel the world making films and documentaries, San Antonio will always be my favorite city on earth. I share this same sentiment. San Antonio is a great, great, great place. More videos on the way. This is VIVA, the telethon for the arts and artists of San Antonio. VIVA!
I said, okay, Lord, I'm going to follow you. And I looked on my phone and I got an email from a pastor in India inviting me to do a crusade and meetings in the middle of the jungles. I ended up packing up and I got clothes ready and everything ready for jungle, food, and you name it. And so I thought I was ready, and I went by myself and I flew into a city called Vishakhapatnam. And when I got there, they had lost my luggage. I had nothing. And then the pastor greeted me and he barely spoke English. And I realized that nobody spoke English. They speak a language called Telugu.
దేవా మా కెవిన్ గారిని దీవించండి, పాస్టర్ పీటర్ గారిని దీవించండి, దాస్తుని దీవించండి, సహాయం చేస్తున్న వారందరిని దీవించండి, మమ్మల్ని దీవించండి.
And we went into a small city called Tuni. I got into a hotel where they had all these locks on the door. The hotel was not a nice place. And they assigned a bodyguard for me. I'm thinking, why do I need a bodyguard? And they made him sleep on my feet. I couldn't say no because I couldn't even talk to them in their language. I said, okay, I'm getting out of here. I didn't hear from God. It was just my own imagination. And so I got a little bit of internet and I went online to book another plane fare. And all the airlines went on strike.
Well, it's day 4 of the Air India pilot strike that High Court has termed illegal. The face-off between Air India management and striking pilots is now degenerating into a farce, even as more pilots have been sacked. The Pilots Guild refuses to call off the protest.
The entire nation of India, all the pilots went on strike, so I couldn't leave. That night, I just laid down and I shed a tear. I'm not afraid to die, but I felt helpless. I never felt helpless before. The next day, they picked me up and they took me into the jungles. And on the side of the road, there was about 60 orphan kids that were waiting for me. I want to pray over you. I want to tell you the things of God. Father, I thank you for this day. I love you. In Jesus' name. Amen. And they just embraced me with so much love. I can't explain the love that I experienced when they embraced me. There was 150 pastors that had come from all different parts of the jungle just so that I could teach them and show them some things about the Word of God.
The Bible says that when we give, we shall receive good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will man give unto our bosom. The Word of God says, if you sow a little, you will reap a little. If you sow much, you will reap much. If you want to increase in your church and in your life, you need to sow the Word.
And so I began to teach them in the morning time. We would speak all day until the early evening. And then 2,000 people would come out from the jungles and we'd have a mass revival. 99% of them were Hindu people, but they heard that Jesus heals. And so they brought the sick. And as we began to pray, Jesus began to heal them. And they began to give their life to the Lord.
We thank you for touching our lives today. We thank you, Lord, for healing us. I declare that this land is blessed.
At nighttime, I had no clothes. All I had was the clothes on my back. And so I had this little t-shirt, and of course I had my underwear, and I would go back to the hotel room and I would wash it in a little bucket and rinse it out and hang it to dry. I had nothing, but the Lord would provide. A tailor showed up, measured me, and every day I would get a new pair of pants and a new shirt. I said, John, can you take me to the market? God is providing everything, but I need new underwear. That's all I need is underwear. And he would say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes. Actually, they go like this for everything. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. But he would skip the market and go right into the village.
Let me sing, like turning the wood in rain. We spent nights toiling by twilight, by the river's edge. I pounded my drum's head until they changed the law. On and on, just acting through music. On and on, it's dying inside. On and on, it's acting through music. On and on and on. I won't speak, I won't sing, I won't write, no, I won't fight, I won't act, I won't lie, I won't pretend that we don't die. And on, just acting through music. On and on, it's suicide. On and on, just acting through music. On and on and on. And on, it's acting through music. On and on, it's getting inside. On and on, it's acting through music. On and on, it's suicide. And on, it's acting through music. On and on.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. I was bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames got higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Down, and the flames got higher. It burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of...
VIVA! Everybody, how about those videos? We heard some very inspiring words of wisdom, and we saw some very cool stuff. Let's talk about it for a second. Alejandro de Hoyos and his magnificent documentary. Everybody watch it. Local legends Buttercup with their music video Acting Through Music, and the cowpunk himself, Daedalus Hoffman, with his experimental country western video. Hey, we're raising money for the arts. This is VIVA, the telethon for the arts and artists of San Antonio. You can donate money at paypal.me/luminariasa. This has been a really good time so far, and it warms my heart knowing that we are doing something good for the arts community and beyond. Kathy Armstrong from Luminaria is in the house, and we're going to be doing an interview with her shortly. And then we're going to air more videos. Public service announcements coming up next, as well as videos from Joey Farso, Driftin' Woods, and Dreamboard.
To stop the spread of COVID-19, practice alternatives to handshaking when seeing your family and friends. You can give them a fist bump, you can give them an elbow bump, you can give them a Wakanda greeting, you can give them a booty bump. Share the love and stop the spread of COVID-19.
Para detener la propagación de COVID-19, practica alternativas al saludo de manos cuando veas a tu familia y amigos. Puedes darles un saludo de puños, puedes darles un choque de codos, puedes darles un saludo Wakanda, puedes darles un saludo de espalda a espalda. Comparte el amor y ayuda a detener la propagación del COVID-19.
I love that public service announcement. I'm friends with Henry the Puffy Taco, and I would like to be friends with that other guy. Hey, cool music on the way. Cool videos on the way. We're raising money for the arts. The PayPal handle is in the top left corner of your screen. Things are cool. Life is good. Joey Farso, Driftin' Woods, and Dreamboard. Let's ride, San Antonio.
You hold up like you always do. Keep your quarters like an artist. In a pile of mixing boards becomes a wall between us. You say, what about you? What about me? I never claimed to be any good. Your mind sit on one thing, and that's my cue to leave. Sad but true. Sad but true. I thought the last time I saw you, I thought it was a fluke. But time went on, dizzy move, hanging on like a loose tooth. You've been betting on a world ending, but the days keep spinning, the sun keeps rising, and that time you're spending. Sad but true. Sad but true. Sad but true. Sad but true.
what's long gone? Why do you make our ending drag on?
You're gonna be coming down. If I'm free, you'll meet me downtown.
You're gonna be coming down. 'Cause without my love, you fear that you will drown. I wanna be the darling you tell me you've done wrong. They all put me down. Where you come from? Why do you hold on to what's long gone? Why do you make our ending drag on? Please set a goal to make you whole by tomorrow.
I said I would know.
I wanna be where, darling, you tell me you've done wrong. They all put me down. Where you come from? Why do you hold on to what's long gone? Why do you make our ending drag on?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to VIVA, the telethon for the arts and artists in San Antonio. The money's coming in. Things are going good. Please feel free to donate to the PayPal handle in the corner of your screen. I'm pointing to it right now. You just saw some really cool videos. Very excellent musicians and artists. Joey Farso, Driftin' Woods, and Dreamboard. It is Saturday night. I hope you are having a fiesta in the quarantine zone of your choice. We have a very special guest with us right now. Her name is Kathy Armstrong. She is a mega advocate for the arts in San Antonio. She is the face of Luminaria, who is a sponsor of this event.
Hi, Garrett.
Hello, Kathy.
It's good to see you again.
You too. It's a funny. This whole thing's cool, and this is a funny situation, but it is nice to see you. And the sequence is very festive.
Thank you.
So what's been happening? How's your quarantine life been going?
Quarantine life is fine. Quarantine life has made work really busy. So Luminaria did have the Corona Arts Relief Program that we started a couple of weeks ago. And we sent a lot of checks to artists in the community, so that feels really, really good. What's so great about tonight is that we're going to have another chance to do that. So the more people that donate tonight will give more funds to the Corona Arts Relief Program. And then we're going to spend the next few weeks turning that around and giving it back to the artists.
And that's what it's all about. That's what this is all about. So yeah, that's great. I mean, I know that given the circumstances, everyone's plans just kind of got flip turned, and things got canceled, and we had to refocus on how we're going to work towards our goals. So I think the Corona Arts Relief Fund, when it came out, was a huge thing. So thank you for doing that, or for helping it happen. And here we are.
And here we are. I mean, we are sad that we did cancel Luminaria for November, but the festival itself but that'll come back again. So just wait on that one. Meanwhile, we're really interested in keeping the funding coming to artists. So whether it's through this fund or through our Artist Foundation. And so artists who are listening, you might want to know that we are going to open up the call for artist relief again on May 12th.
Great.
So it'll be on anyartist.org.
So yeah, I mean, this is why we're here, everybody. We are raising money for the artists, and yeah, you heard it first. I think
so.
So let's talk about the arts in San Antonio. What originally drew you to our community of arts here in town? It's a robust community with a very long history.
Yeah, so I moved to San Antonio to teach photography. I have a visual arts background, and I taught photography at the Southwest School of Art, which is then the Southwest Craft Center, so that's how long ago it was.
All right. And, I mean, since then, you've definitely advocated and helped build the scene and helped foster many artists' careers and inspirations. So that's cool.
Thank you.
Luminaria. I have been involved with Luminaria as an artist and on the committee as well. I'm very fond of Luminaria. I love going to it. So I'm bummed that it's not happening this year. But, you know, lots of things aren't happening this year.
Right, we have to be safe. I mean, this is an unusual time. This is definitely unusual right now.
It's very unusual. So maybe let's talk about Luminaria and just some highlights over the years. Maybe, you know...
12 years. For 12 years, we've had festivals in San Antonio, and those festivals bring all of the arts together, exactly like what you're doing tonight with this telethon. It is kind of bringing the visual arts together with the poetry and the music, video, everything. So that's what Luminaria wants to do. It wants to showcase the arts and the artists of San Antonio from every community.
Totally. I mean, that's kind of what San Antonio, that's what I love about San Antonio's creative community, is that everyone kind of knows each other. And I feel like Luminaria has been a very good reflection of that. And yeah, it's crazy. There has been so many cool memories of going to Luminaria. And I love that it's been in Hemisphere Park for the past, was it 2 years?
3 years.
3. Hemisphere Park is a very good place to do that. So let's talk about art. What is it about art that keeps you going and that you're passionate about art? Art is, I grew up loving music. I didn't realize that music was art for a while. I just thought it was music on the radio.
Yeah.
And I am an artist, not just a musician and songwriter. I am an artist. This is what I live for. So it took me a while to come around to that. So what does art mean to you?
Art inspires us all, and it's all different arts that we respond to. I mean, I came to it through visual arts, so it's photography, and it's beauty, and it's magic that you can do in a darkroom. Like, you just make things happen, and you create things. So artists are the people in San Antonio who are creating the culture. They're creating the art, and they're creating the reason to go out at night on Saturday night to come down here to St. Mary's Stirp.
Totally. I mean, it's kind of like, it's just like the soul of humanity.
Nice.
And here we are in the soul of humanity, the Lonesome Rose.
VIVA!
Anyways, so what's next? I know that we're all trying to stay safe, and there's big as Mayor Nierenberg was saying, being safe is the number one priority. Meanwhile, everyone's trying to figure out how to function within this climate. And as an artist, and like I was talking to Vocab and all these other artists, they you can thrive in this environment, but it's hard for businesses, and it's hard to keep the gears grinding in conventional methods, in conventional ways, when things just aren't working the way they have been. So it sounds like you're opening up the Corona Arts Relief Fund once again on May 15th?
May 12th.
May 12th. And then I guess planning for whenever Luminaria is going to happen again.
Right. So, Luminaria has several different programs. So we also just recently gave grants out to 6 artists so that those artists have now been given funding to create work that will be showcased to the city of San Antonio at any time during the year. So we are still contributing to that culture and that vibrancy of downtown and all of the city. And then we also do placemaking. So we're going to do something at Mission San Jose, and then we're also going to do some projects around downtown. So
wonderful. Well, I am looking forward to seeing all this and reveling in the wonderful beauty of San Antonio's artistic community. Thank you all for watching this cool interview. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Garrett.
Anything else? Any more words?
No, just remember that's that button up there, right?
This way.
That way.
This way.
Yes, contribute to the arts.
Contribute to the arts, because the arts contribute to the universe. Thank you to these wonderful people that have donated moolah to the fund and the arts. Richard Keith, Modern in San Antonio, Gary Sweeney, Morgan Mogler, Bobby Salucci, James Courtney, Guillermina Zabala, Christopher Crowder, Daniel Rosen. Hey everybody, we got a lot more cool stuff on the way, including some top picks from the submissions that I chose myself while sitting on a lawn chair in my mind. The Conjunto Heritage Taller and Stephen O'Sellers. Coming up next, VIVA, Telethon for the Arts.
VIVA! Do you need help making ends meet during the COVID-19 crisis? The City of San Antonio's new Emergency Housing Assistance Program provides assistance to pay for rent, mortgage, utilities, and internet access. As part of the assistance package, cash is available to pay for groceries, medicine, and fuel. To see if you qualify, visit www.sanantonio.gov/emergency housing assistance or call 311.
¿Necesita ayuda para llegar a fin de mes durante la crisis del COVID-19? Solicite ahora por el nuevo programa de asistencia de vivienda de emergencia de la ciudad de San Antonio. El programa brinda asistencia para el pago de la renta, la hipoteca, los servicios públicos y el acceso a Internet a individuos y familias que califiquen. Como parte del paquete de asistencia, también se encuentran disponibles fondos para alimentos, medicamentos y combustible en forma de asistencia en efectivo. Para ver si califica, visite nuestra página web o llame al 311.
Rodolfo Lopez. I am one of the founders of the Conjunto Heritage Taller, and our motto is Música Tradicional for youth of all ages. Conjunto music had its origins when the Europeans came into the United States back before immigrants was a dirty word. They were building the railroad between the United States and Mexico, and a lot of the immigrants would work on the railroad. And so after work, they'd sit around with their accordion and they would be just jamming, playing, and so they said conjunto, they came together. And I suppose that's where the word conjunto came from.
I like conjunto music because it's different than other types of music, and it gives me a way to express myself through playing the music that I like.
I like the accordion because all the different sounds it has, and like I started playing it because my grandpa died when he was younger. He played the accordion, and I like conjunto music because I grew up listening to conjunto music.
Conjunto music, that's my roots. Conjunto music is everything to me. I grew up with it. I grew up with that, and I'm trying to share how you say the past from yesteryear to the present. Hopefully, our kids can pick it up, and they can pick up where we left off,
I'm taking conjunto harp lessons here, and the reason conjunto harp lessons is because I love conjunto music. I think it is the soul and the energy and the heartbeat of a human being. Conjunto music has a very important place in music history, and I hope it never dies. And that's why this class is so important, because you're learning from other people of all ages. And that's how it's handed down from generation to generation, which makes it even more beautiful.
It's our music, it's our South Texas music, and we want to make sure it's around for future generations.
Hi, I hope you and your family are staying safe and healthy. Everything's great here at the Sellers household. I've been thinking about some hometown heroes that help us out a lot every day, and I rewrote a little song with the help of the original songwriters and my ukulele, and I hope you like it. When I find myself with an empty cupboard, Mother Mary comes to me, takes me grocery shopping, H-E-B. I love to browse the produce section, apples, oranges, celery. Take me grocery shopping, H-E-B. Sing on. H-E-B, 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 H-E-B. Take me grocery shopping, H-E-B. When I drive up to the curbside pickup, I search my bag so frantically, searching everyone for soft TP. I take them home, and there I'm happy with all my bags in front of me. You took me grocery shopping, H-E-B. Sing along. H-E-B, 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 H-E-B. You took me grocery shopping, H-E-B. You took me grocery shopping, H-E-B. Stay safe. Hope you liked it. Share it with a friend.
Hey, everybody. Wow. That's all I can say. Because I love HEB. I mean, that's cool. It's a very cool place to be. Thank you, Stephen O'Sellers. Take me grocery shopping. Also, the Conjunto Heritage Taller. Wonderful. Wonderful. We try to host Conjunto music at the Lonesome Rose. It's a very San Antonio spirited music. That video was one of my favorite submissions because it just made me feel warm inside my soul. So, thanks everybody. Remember, we are raising money for the Corona Arts Relief Fund. And right here is the handle for PayPal to donate. We're trying to hit $1,000 during this next hour. And we have a ways to go. And that's okay, because you can help us get there. And more. So, thanks for tuning in so far. We got a few more hours to go of wonderful submissions, live interviews, and mas fun.
VIVA!
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that cartoon intro of me hanging out in a doorway. The doorway of the Lonesome Rose, that is. So anyways, we're going to thank our sponsors real quick. Nowcast, San Antonio, Nelco Media, Luminaria, the Texas Public Radio. Thank you for helping make this happen. It was just about a month ago that I was realizing that the strange COVID times were here. And this telethon was a dream, but now it's a reality. Thanks, sponsors. And thank you, audience. Hey, we're still raising money. The handle is right here. Go to that. Welcome back. We got a lot of cool more submissions on the way. We received a plethora of submissions, and we've aired a whole bunch so far. And this makes me very happy. What else we got? I'm going to read some comments from one of our artists that we have showed so far. This one comes from Eternal Courage Tattoo. We love the diversity of people, local flavor, and freedom to express ourselves through our art and through tattooing. We're eternally grateful for all of our friends and clients' support, ideas, trust, and that they allowed us to do what we want to do. Without them, we are nothing. We love San Antonio, and we love tattooing. Thank you, Eternal Courage. Passion is what gets us around in this world. To that, I say, VIVA! A whole lot more stuff on the way. Art, music, visual intrigue. Everybody, tell everyone about this program. Donate to the fund. Believe. San Antonio is the best city in the world. Take my word for it. My name is Garrett T. Capps, and I was born here.
VIVA!
Amigos, ¿una canción? ¿Hay algo? ¿No? No, no. Ok, pues, gracias. Amigos, ¿algo romántico? ¿Sería? ¿No? Ok, pues. Amigos, ¿una canción? ¿Qué sería?
Sí, claro. Me encantan los Tigres del Norte.
Disculpas, no sabemos nada de los Tigres del Norte.
Ramón Ayala, tragos amargos licor.
Tampoco, amigo.
Pues, ¿qué se sabe? ¿Vicente Fernández? ¿Texas Tornadoes?
No, pero sabemos a Piñata Protest.
¿Qué es Piñata Protest?
Pues ahí vamos a entrarle.
Ok, échame, hermano.
Saliendo de la cantina, me pescaron manejando. Saliendo de la cantina, me pescaron manejando. y como siempre chupando esta pinche borrachera. No se me puede quitar. Miré un taxi pasando y le chiflé quiero de quiero. Vino y me abrió la puerta, es cuando un pedo salió. Pobre señor manejero, a los pedales le dio. That's when I got in my pony, saw that my texted my girl, saw flashing lights from behind me, knew I was all over now. Looks like I lost in this wager. Run for the stumbling day. También acabé desde entonces, ya no me importa beber, yo ya me paso mis días fumando la hierba.
Oh my God, you guys were so amazing. They're so amazing.
I
We
know.
got to take selfies
Let's
for
find them. Let's
Instagram,
find them on
for
Facebook.
Snapchat, all this.
Yes, come on.
Picture time.
This is an original song by me. It's called Let You Go. Some things are easier said than done. Lost in my thoughts, I've been on the run. There's one thing that I want you to know. It's gonna take all of me just to let you go. Some things are better off left unsaid. Girl, I never meant to make you upset. Looks like you've been running through my head again. I've been chasing after you, I'm about to lose my breath. I fell in love with a dream that never came true. You told me you would always be here with me, and you never came through. That's why I said, here I am once again. I'm such a fool for falling in love.
At Sterling's funeral, the church ladies cluck in silence, the blossoms atop their hats quivering with the frost of disapproval. Cold breeze at our backs, we play Fats Waller, Billie Holiday, Etta James. Their world is black or white, like the cousin's kitchen where my grandmother holds court. You used to sing in church, she says, unsmiling. Now you sing in bars. Yes, I say, I've gone to the devil, haven't I? Everyone laughs, except my grandmother. Once again, I argue the same questions, which are no longer questions at all, or maybe they are, or I wouldn't bother. Once again, attempting to banish the dark Southern Baptist within, poised to pounce on the most sinless of pleasures. I argue that black or white is no longer black or white. It is black and white, and endless shades of gray. I argue that the joy that fills to bursting when the body within and without reaches hungrily to high C is the ecstasy of saints rising on angel wings. I argue that the imperfect perfection of a single note sustained on human breath is the trumpet call of Gideon summoning the Abiezrites to battle. I argue that improvisation is a sideways glance at heaven, and swing is the heartbeat of God. My grandmother, nearsighted but never colorblind, had more in common with these church ladies than she ever dared see. Black and white in black, black and white in white. Why can't they see that it's all sacred music?
afternoon or evening or whatever it is, everybody. Thank you for your wonderful donations. We are still pushing hard to get this $1,000 hourly goal. So go to this handle, PayPal handle that's right here, and let's make this happen. How about all those videos? Lots of music. Piñata protest. Mixing Whoa! 1 second. Piñata protest, King Pelican, Darkest Wonder, Flex on the Track, Bette Butler and Joel Dilly. A wonderful mix of alternative music and spoken word and everything else in between. I love San Antonio. We are trying to reach this goal of $1,000 in this hourly block. So yes, please donate. We've had some really cool donors recently. I'm going to read them off this piece of paper. David Snowden, Andrew Elizalde, Bree Kirkham, Lipsing Media, April Garcia, Sabra Booth, John Strotman, Peter Montoya, and Jeremiah Touche. Also, the people that sponsored the Corona Arts Relief Fund that's going to be released in a few weeks, San Antonio Area Foundation, COVID-19 Fund, and the Brown Foundation. VIVA! A public service announcement is up next. Muchas gracias.
Here are 6 easy ways to prevent the spread of infection. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Stay home if you're feeling sick. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, then discard the tissue in the trash. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. Call the COVID-19 hotline if you have any questions at 210-207-5779.
Para detener la propagación de COVID-19, practica el distanciamiento social de las siguientes maneras: manteniendo distancias seguras entre tú y otras personas, quedándote en casa y evitando el contacto directo con elementos de alto contacto. Mantén una distancia de 6 pies de otros en entornos públicos. Evita las multitudes, especialmente en espacios mal ventilados. Comparte el amor y ayuda a detener la propagación de COVID-19.
And we're back. We're live. We're donating money to the arts and artists of San Antonio. Very cool. Just log on to PayPal. Hey, this is kind of like a public access situation. We're showcasing all sorts of stuff. We got some music and some other visual treats on the way. I'm going to hit a button right here and see what happens. Awesome. Hey, we also have a bunch of volunteers on the phone lines right now trying to answer all these calls. Maybe we could see a photo or a video of them here in a second.
Hello?
Wow.
Never mind.
Money.
I'm gonna
Oh,
need
wait, it's
more
up.
money.
Cool.
More money.
Thanks, everyone, for
More
donating your
money.
time to
More money.
this.
What's your last word? I think.
I'd like to
More
thank our
money.
sponsors, Nelco Media, Luminaria, Nowcast SA, Texas Public Radio. It's getting late, everyone. How's everyone feeling? You feel like donating some money to the arts? Muy bien. More videos on the way from Mockingbird Smith, Deborah Elena, and Gary Sweeney. And then also an interview that was pre-recorded several days ago with me and the Red Mamba, Matt Bonner.
VIVA!
Peace. Mockingbird Smith, video service. Just want to say thank you to TPR, Garrett, everybody, the Loans of Rose for getting this little thing together. Say thanks to my wife Lydia for filming this. I played in a rock and roll band called Rockaway Express. Also paint a lot. And this is a painting I finished while we were here locked down at the house. I'm also going to play a little song that I finished while I've been here. The name of the painting is Jesus Christ Jumping Jack Flash. And the song's called Time. take us uptown.
Hi, everybody. I'm Deborah Elena, and this is my song, Landed. At 30, I started trying to live by earning a degree. And while it found in me a pulse, it did nothing for my vivacity. On the contrary, it made me recognize I had spent a decade dying inside and envying grass that was greener and bright instead of water in mine. What a waste of time waiting for what was never intended for me. How do you ever know the life you're supposed to lead? I heard a voice saying, get out your seat, baby girl, you landed. Now you move your feet. Life didn't turn out quite like you planned it. It ain't got to be. Said, get out your seat, baby girl, you landed. Now you move your feet. Life didn't turn out quite like you planned it. It ain't got to be. Status quo, letting me go. Like every wasted lover and pride told me I'd be there by now, but it left me with no cover. So naturally, I took the fall. I made a leap without a plan. Now get up, dust off, chin up, take off, do the thing 'cause I can. There's no more wasting time waiting for what was never intended for me. I don't know where I'll go, but I'm where I'm supposed to be. 'Cause I heard a voice saying, get out your feet, baby girl, you landed. Now you move your feet. Life didn't turn out quite like you planned it. It ain't got to be, no. Say, get out your feet, baby girl, you landed. Now you move your feet. Life didn't turn out quite like you planned it. It ain't got to be, no. Hey, this is the breakdown part. Normally, if we were live, I'd have you clap with me, but since you're watching at home live right now, go ahead and put your hands together. Hey, listen. Time waits for nobody, nobody's waiting. Time waits for nobody, nobody's waiting. Yeah. Time waits for nobody, nobody's waiting on you. So what you gonna do? Time waits for nobody, nobody's waiting. You land in the land, work out the plan, walk without hesitating. Yeah, get out your seat, baby girl, you landed. Now you move your feet. Life didn't turn out quite like you planned it. It ain't got to be, no. Say, get out your seat, baby girl, you landed. Now you move your feet. Life didn't turn out quite like you planned it. It ain't got to be, no. Get out your seat, baby girl, you landed. Now you move your feet. Life didn't turn out quite like you planned it. It ain't got to be. Get out your seat, baby girl, you landed. Now you move your feet. Life didn't turn out quite like you planned it. It ain't got to be. Hey. Thank you so much. Stay healthy, SA.
Civilization is social order promoting cultural creation. 4 elements constitute it: economic provision, political organization, moral traditions, and the pursuit of knowledge and the arts. It begins where chaos and security end. For when fear is overcome, Curiosity and constructiveness are free, and man passes by natural impulse towards the understanding and embellishment of life. So f***ing boring. I first started collecting signs because there's very few people that are hand lettering signs now. It's really a lost art, and as somebody who has practiced for a long time doing it, I can assure you that it's very difficult to master, and I wanted to sort of honor them. Then that kind of evolved into putting a lot of words together, and it just sort of took a little different turn. I came up with the idea of reproducing an entire book out of discarded signs. The Story of Civilization was a book written by Will and Ariel Durant, and it was the definitive book of history. And that's what we had to read in 10th grade. That was our reference book. I actually used to be a sign painter, and so I stumbled upon the idea of finding a word that I needed from a store or a business, and generally if it was an old sign, then it was the older and more beat up the better. And then I would paint them a new sign, and I would trade them out. It got to the point where my eye was just trained to zero in on signs. It was like a sixth sense that I had. That sign right there. That's what happened when I did this. Yeah, I really did turn into a bad driver. My wife wouldn't get in a car with me sometimes. It was not good. I would not recommend it. Don't do this at home, kids. So I had this list of words that I needed, and slowly over the years, I crossed them out. A few months ago, out of the blue, Henry Estrada called from Public Art San Antonio. They wanted the signs for the convention center. We found this really nice corner right at the top of the escalator, and it can be seen from all the way down this cavernous hall, and it's coming up the escalator. You can't miss it either. So I'm very happy of the site. As much as I wanted it to be neutral, the text is actually about society and culture and history, and it really works well. It wasn't my intention to have it tie in so nicely, but it does give a general view of art and culture. The first volume has 935 pages. That's just the first volume of an 11-volume set. And so I was only able to get the first 2 paragraphs. I didn't even get the first page done. And yet I still had people that came up to me and said, well, gee, Gary, when do you think you might be done with this project? It's like, I'm not going to be done with the project. If I started when I was born, I couldn't live long enough to finish this. I wanted to do something that was really ambitious and was going to take me a really long time, and I was going to fail at it because I liked the idea that I would put a lot of work into something, because I'd never done anything that took me years to do.
So what's been happening, man? COVID times. What have y'all been up to? What have you been doing to stay sane?
Well, we're day 57, sheltering in place. My wife and I have it a little rough just because we have 3 kids. 2 of them are in elementary school, so we're doing the whole distance learning thing with them, which is hard enough as it is. But then on top of that, we have a 20-month-old toddler just running around the house, making messes, destroying everything. So kind of that combined with being stuck at home, all the housework, all the chores, it's a lot. It's a completely different experience from people who don't have kids or maybe have older kids. And then it's the opposite. It's like, oh, I got so much free time. I'm bored. I'm picking up new hobbies. In the Bonner house, it's the opposite.
Yeah. It sounds like it. So you haven't had any time to maybe make sandwiches or anything like that?
I haven't. My wife's the cook of the family. She does most of the cooking. I grill a little bit. That's about it. But she's been making some good sandwiches. I've been following you on social media. You got some good looking sandwiches there. When do I get a chance to try some?
As soon as this is all, as soon as the world is safe.
Sounds good.
We'll talk more sandwiches here in a little bit. All right, so y'all been social distancing from the world and enjoying life at home, for lack of a better term. And seems like, I mean, I imagine with work you're pretty busy. How's it been adapting to working in this digital climate?
It's tough, you know, being in the media industry. I do a lot of what you and I are doing right now. A lot of stuff on Zoom, video content, and like if I was making a video for the Spurs or something, I come in here into our guest room and tell everybody in the house, please leave me alone, or I go into my car. That's like the only place I can find peace and quiet to like get something done.
Well, that sounds about right, man. It seems pretty quiet to me.
Yeah, I call my car my coronavirus man cave.
Yeah, I saw that in the video. Thanks for spinning the tune.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's another thing that helps us stay sane is music. We're always playing music. We go on walks around the block, and we bring a little Bluetooth speaker and blast music. The kids love it, dancing around. The toddler loves all types of music. So it's nice having music is like a creative outlet and force in the background of these mundane days.
Yeah. So what have y'all been listening to? What's on the Bonner family playlist? Anything new? Anything newly discovered, or anything come to mind?
Not really anything new. We listen to everything from like Raffi and Kids Bop,
nice,
for the little one, for like Taylor Swift and Katy Perry for our fifth grader, and then I'll make them listen to like everything, you know, 90s hip hop, alt country, Americana, classic rock, grunge. It doesn't matter. I like everything.
Nice, man. Yeah, I know. You've been pretty active in the music community throughout your career. What are some highlights from? I remember seeing a video of you playing basketball with Win Butler of the Arcade Fire.
Yeah, Win and I have become pretty good friends over the years. He loves basketball. I love music. It's funny, when I played, it was kind of, you know, my first year. I got drafted in 2003. I played up through 2016. And so for years, that was like when indie rock and kind of independent music, they call it the indie invasion, you know, like it was becoming bigger and bigger.
It was soaring, totally.
Yeah, and there were all these indie bands that loved hoops, but really didn't have any way to access the NBA. And I loved going to concerts, especially, you know, if we're on the road and there's a good show in town the night before the game, I'll go check it out. And my brother and I started a nonprofit called Rock On Foundation, and we were doing charity events to support music and the arts. And I developed relationships with all these indie rock bands basically over the years, and kind of became the unofficial indie music liaison to the NBA. You know, I'd play, if I was playing in Portland, I might get a message from Britt Daniel from Spoon, like, hey, I see you guys are coming to Portland. Can we get some tickets? Come check out the game. Same thing with Win Butler and Arcade Fire. War on Drugs in Philadelphia. Became friends with those guys. They come to games, and it just kind of blossomed from there. So it was a really cool experience getting to meet some musical people that I really admire over the years through basketball.
Yeah, Tim from Strand of Oaks was talking about you when we had him here.
Yeah, exactly. Tim Showalter, another example. He came up to New Hampshire and played in a charity show that we did at the Flying Monkey in Plymouth, New Hampshire. We had him and we had Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band.
Oh, nice.
Sam Burger joint all the time. So yeah, that was a fun show. Tim's a great guy.
Yeah, Tim was cool, man. That was one of I do a series here with Texas Public Radio every month in the normal world, and that was one of our last shows to have here was Tim, and he was really great.
Yeah, that is cool, and you deserve praise. You deserve a round of applause because you've always taken a position of leadership in the community and the local arts and music scene and done so much for that scene, for the local music. And, you know, for example, what you're doing right now to help for this cause, to help raise money and support. Because with this coronavirus, I really think the local music and art scene is going to take a hit. You got lots of these awesome venues and places for people to go perform that are going to be shut down probably for a while. Lonesome Rose, for example, always great. Lonesome Rose always does a great job supporting the local arts and music scene, giving people a place to go and see music. You mentioned your radio show you did for NPR or Texas Public Radio. And it's important that through this, we don't forget about that and doing what we can to support.
Well, yeah, man. Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Man, I was going to ask you because I remember you booked some bands for, like, was it the Spurs after show years back? Did you book the Hold Steady?
Yes.
I didn't make it.
Yes.
How was that? I talked to a few people that went, but like I thought that was pretty cool, and that might have been the only time they've ever played San Antonio, at least after they broke big. I could be wrong, but
yeah, I've done a lot of events over the years with music. That was one idea we came up with, was to kind of piggyback off South by Southwest, and we were like, look, you know, an hour up I-35 is all this talent, all this music for like this 1 week. Spurs play games during that week. We should try to piggyback and like see if we can get someone to come play the Spurs overtime, which, you know, the thing they do in the Bud Light courtyard outside the AT&T Center. They bring bands on the weekends. We're like, let's see if we can get someone cool to come play that. And we did it multiple years. In the first year we did it, we got the Hold Steady to come play.
Didn't you have Mobb Deep one of the following years?
Yeah. So we had the first back up to the Hold Steady. The first year we did it, it was awesome. Like, you know, at halftime, thousands of people go out in the courtyard to get a breath of fresh air before the second half starts. So they got to play in front of a ton of people there. But then after the game, there's a lot of people out there at first, but then they start going home, right? And so by the end of the show, the Hold Steady's playing out there, and there was only like 20 people watching the show for the last few songs. But those 20 people were having the time of their life. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, nowadays, can you imagine going to a Hold Steady show with only 20 people? It was like a private concert. And to this day, probably like once every 2 or 3 months, I'll randomly run into someone who was at that Hold Steady show, and they'll just come up and like want to shake my hand and thank me for that experience and bringing the band to town. So yeah, we did the Hold Steady. We had a band called the So Glows out of New York City, which is a really cool band. And then we kind of shifted to hip hop, and we had Mobb Deep, we had Coolio.
Oh yeah,
we did Arrested Development.
Nice.
Yeah, the Mobb Deep show for me was the peak. I'm a huge 90s hip hop fan, and like Mobb Deep isn't like a poppy hip hop band. Like they're legit, and so that show was just awesome. I remember Kyle Anderson, who was on the team at the time. I was telling him like, hey, I'm like, Kyle, you got to come check out Mobb Deep. You got to, you know, come check out this band, and like. He's so young, he didn't know any of the songs or anything. And I remember he came up to me and he was on the phone during the show after the game. And he's like, Maddie, I don't know any of these songs. He's like, but I got my dad on the phone and he's singing every single word. And that was like one of the first moments I felt kind of old, which is kind of funny.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We got to hang out when all this is over. And any last words you'd like to say to the people of San Antonio watching this program?
No, just, you know, don't forget about the local arts and music scene. Do what you can to support it. And definitely when this thing's over and we can get back out there, it's going to be awesome. And I think everything's going to come back with a vengeance, and we'll get right back to where we were but it's an important part of any culture, but especially a city like San Antonio that has so much heart and soul, is that local arts and music scene. So let's make sure we keep supporting.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll talk to you soon. Y'all stay safe.
You too. Thanks for all you do, Garrett.
Thank you.
Take care.
To stop the spread of COVID-19, practice washing your hands after being in public places, after touching surfaces in public places, and avoid touching your face. Wash your hands long enough to sing Baby Shark 3 times. Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark. You get the idea. Do it 3 times.
Para detener la propagación de COVID-19, practica lavarte las manos después de estar en lugares públicos. Después de tocar superficies en lugares públicos y evita tocar tu cara. Lávate las manos con Baby Shark 3 veces. Tienes la idea. Hazlo 3 veces.
What an interview. Matt Bonner. What a cool guy. It was really awesome talking to Matt about his passion for San Antonio and just, you know, talking to a Spur. It's nice to talk to a Spur. Hey, everybody. We're raising money still. This is cool. All this is very excellent. If you look at my finger, I'm probably pointing somewhere near a PayPal handle. That PayPal handle is going to help us push towards our goal of raising $5,000 for the arts and artists of San Antonio. We are getting close to the end of this whole thing. It's unbelievable, but we still have an hour left. So let's go. Pedal to the metal. And while you're doing that, we will check out our special selections of the hour. This is going to be cool. We have Pastor Gavin Rogers with his artist that he works with and knows. And it's a cool little video that he put together. And then also specially, how would you say this? It's a video about Daniel Johnston, the legendary songwriter, submitted by Jeff Wheeler. And he got pardoned by the Daniel Johnston family to do this. So, believe it. We are rocking and rolling. It is Saturday night. Did I say Roland? We're rocking and rolling.
VIVA!
Let's party, San Antonio.
Hi, my name is Pastor Gavin Rogers, and I'm with Cortisone Homeless Ministries in downtown San Antonio. You know, at Cortisone, we serve about 27,000 hot meals a year, along with having a free healthcare clinic and pharmacy each and every week for those in need. And we're so excited to partner with the Corona Art Relief Fund. You know, many of our homeless are artists in their own right, and they have many talents to share, and I'm excited to share some of that talent with you right now. You'll see some artwork from my friend Ben. He's a great artist, and you can follow his work on his Instagram page, which we'll share below. He's currently homeless, but he's a trained artist and does amazing work. I'm also going to share with you a poem from my friend Denise, who was formerly homeless, and now she has a family and a place to live because she was lifted up by this beloved community and the social services that provided her care. Her poem is called I Have No Name. I opened my eyes this morning, and I have no name. Wandering the streets and asking for change. What happened? My life has brought me here, invisible and hungry, with no family near. My life appears pointless, sad, and tragic, wishing for different circumstances as I look back on my childhood magic. Will you be my friend and shake my hand? I need some answers. I need a plan. As our paths cross, please don't look away. I'll tell you my name as I share my pain. Searching for amor in all the wrong places. My soul looks into so many lonely faces. Today I have no name. Life has not been easy for me. Help me to a journey of love is my plea. I hope everyone is safe. We're all in this together. Stay strong, San Antonio.
Hello, Texas art enthusiasts. This is Jeff Wheeler coming at you from the Alamo. I hope this finds you chilling at home, staying clean, staying safe, and staying creative. This is a really cool project. Thanks, Garrett. Thanks, Luminaria. Thanks, Texas Public Radio, for caring enough about us artists to do something like this to try to help out. It inspired me to want to share this special video I have here. I just wanted to introduce it a little bit. This is made by my friend Daniel Johnston. As far as I know, it's the first time it's been seen in public. His sister Mojo gave me the permission to show you this. A couple months back after he passed away, I was going through a lot of his old videos and listening to his music at the same time, and just by chance I kind of fell upon this and found out that if you start True Love Will Find You in the End and this video you're about to watch at the exact same time, it's a lot like the Wizard of Oz Pink Floyd thing. It really seems like it was meant to be. It tugs at the heartstrings. It's really special, and heck, it's just something for us to share together right here, to be inspired by a Texas artist that we lost this past year. He was full of inspiration, and I'm excited to be sharing this video with you. Stay safe, stay creative, and I'll see you on the other side of all this.
True love will find you in the end. You'll find out just who was your friend. Don't be sad, I know you will. But don't give up until true love will find you in the end. This is a promise with a catch. Only if you're looking can it find you. 'Cause true love is searching too. But how can it recognize you unless you step out into the light, the light? Don't be sad, I know you will. But don't give up until true love will find you in the end.
VIVA! How cool is that, ladies and gentlemen? Daniel Johnston, one of the greatest American songwriters. I can say that with confidence. And Jeff Wheeler, celebrated San Antonio artist, is friends with the Daniel Johnston family, and he was cool enough to submit that. And cheers. Thanks, Jeff. This is VIVA, the telethon for the arts and artists in San Antonio. This has been great so far, and we still have a ways to go. We are raising money for the arts and artists of San Antonio. PayPal.me/LuminariaSA is the handle. That is where you need to go to donate money. Thank you to our wonderful donors so far. And how about our sponsors? Nilco Media, Texas Public Radio, Luminaria, Nowcast San Antonio, The Lonesome Rose. This is way cool, everybody. Thank you so far. Thank you for tuning in so far. We got a lot more on the way. Some more music. Some more performance art. An interview with Jen and Fanny from Girl in the Coma and Faya. Local San Antonio punk rock and roll heroes. And business owners. This is going to be fun. This is going to be good.
VIVA!
The first question is, how many people, this is the first time they've been to Lonesome Rose? I know at least a few of y'all. Well, welcome. This is my favorite bar in San Antonio. Tonight we're Manny Gomez and the Band of Bandits.
Well, Caroline had dreams much bigger than this. Dreams of the highway and things that she'd miss. She packed her things and hit the road. In a beat-up Chevy truck she's had for years. Seen the miles, memories, and the tears. Mama's baby, daddy's little girl. She grew up way too fast. Caroline, don't you ever look back. You can run. Follow your heart, yeah, your heart might break. Send you back to the start when your soul gets warm and you feel like you can't break free. Slow down, you will see. 90 miles an hour ain't always fast enough to get you where you want to be. She hit a bar in every town she drove through, hearing all of those stories from the locals' point of view. Lying and cheating and all those same damn things she'd seen all before. So she hit the ground running, won't see it no more. You can run, and follow your heart, yeah, your heart might break. Send you back to the start when your soul gets worn and feel like you can't
Hey, bud. It's pretty quiet out here. You want to go out and explore?
Nah, dude, you should bust out some freaking fire beats.
What's up, Walmart with granite hands? Yeah!
Dude, we should play a gig at Walmart in the aisle where they have baby diapers.
Hold on.
Music
Wait, stop that shit, hold on. Have you ever heard about the tale of the Mexican werewolf?
Nah, what's that?
All right, before I get into that, you down to have some of these?
What is that? This sunflower seeds?
Sunflower seeds.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me see you take one first, though.
All right, I'll take several.
I don't know if you're trying to roofie me or something.
It's nothing, man.
Tastes kind of weird.
Oh, yeah?
They're pretty good.
Smoke screens with the naughty fiends. Black band is friends with the shiny thing. Never system of the love. Never system of the Lord of a Lord of a Lord. Smoke screens with the naughty fiends. Black band is friends with the shiny thing. Never system of a love. Never system of the Lord of a Lord of a Lord. Smoke screens with the naughty fiends. Black band is friends with the shiny things.
Viva San Antonio! We're so enjoying the show. I hope you're enjoying it as well. San Antonio has such great arts and culture to offer. Always go to sanantonio.gov/arts and see what there is. Viva!
How about those videos, everybody? We are hanging out in the late night hour. It's Saturday night. Saturday night's a good time to donate money to the arts. Who would have thought? The PayPal handle is right here. Go to that. Tell all your friends about this wonderful program. We have an hour left, and it has been a wild ride. What a time to be alive. What a time to be distant. What a time to be passionate about the arts. We're trying to get to the $5,000 goal. We have a little bit to go, and we need to push. So please, everybody that is down to donate money, let's do it. As for the videos we just saw, we saw the Band of Bandits, a local gang of songwriters and musicians performing alternative country music, and their video featured this stage right here, the Lonesome Rose. Good times were had. Muy bien. That is not the button I was supposed to hit. After that, we had Gibberish. And that was just pure fun. So thank you.
VIVA!
And then we had the Granite Hands video. Good indie rock.
VIVA!
Good music. Good times. Donate money to the arts. Let's party. Thank you to our sponsors. Nelco Media, Nowcast San Antonio, Luminaria, Texas Public Radio. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this tonight. This is true entertainment. We are in strange times, everybody. I have interviewed Matt Bonner from the Spurs, the mayor of San Antonio, Kathy Armstrong from Luminaria, our poet laureate, Andrea Vocab Sanderson, and Zeke and Zek from Crazy Rhythms Records. Wow. We got one more interview on the way with Jen and Fanny from Faya and Girl in a Coma. We're going to talk about rock and roll and the Riverwalk. I believe we have some PSAs coming up. And then more submissions, and then the interview. So y'all tune in. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay positive.
VIVA!
Cool public service announcement, everybody. We're jumping into some videos. Donate! Donate, donate, donate! We believe in the arts! Let's watch some more submission videos, and then you'll get to encounter a live interview with Faya and Girl in a Coma's Jen and Fanny. Muy fiesta!
VIVA!
besaré tu boca de púrpura encendida. Yo sé que nunca llegaré a la loca, apasionada fuente fue mi vida. Yo sé que inútilmente te venero, que inútilmente, corazón de boca, pero a pesar de todo yo te quiero, pero a pesar de todo yo te adoro, aunque nunca besar pueda tu boca, aunque nunca besar pueda tu boca. Yo sé que inútilmente te venero, que inútilmente, corazón de boca.
Every time I go home, it's like a spinning wheel, it's like a mission bell rings. Every time I let go, it's like a wandering brook spilling into the ocean. Every time the night unfolds, it's like a falling crown that might lead me home. The lines open for tiptoeing, our balance broken. Your slip showing a small token for tight roping the hands
I got my phone, 6 keys and wallet. Looking like college, I'm a born-bred alcoholic. Looking for tonic, you've been worrying about the profit. You should just stop it, I was born here, rate the challenge. I need the balance. All a motherfucker really needed is 6 phone keys in his wallet. Kids, please call it a way to say today needs to be a good day. Running for myself, it's honest, apparent. I'm getting help from my parents, but damn it, I just wanna play victim, get dumb, snort some. I think I need another one. Let's run it. I act like an asshole, and when I'm confronted, assuming myself apathetic. I can't even fathom when you don't know what I know. Frankly, it's purely pathetic. I always break bridges with all of my friends and make sure I never regret it. I like being insane. There's no way I'll change. I'm hoping that all of you get it. Get it? 6 keys, wallet, got it in my pocket. Hey, 6 keys, wallet, got it in my pocket. Hey, 6 keys, wallet, got it in my pocket. Hey, 6 keys, wallet, got it in my pocket. Hey. So hard for me to see why I need to keep this receipt. I mean, that's the seed of green in the sea, a green enemy of me. Plenty mental bleach, shit amenities. Brand aesthetic keys, kick my LTE, kick my habit beat. 6 inhabit me. Mom's is mad at me, but that's love actually. Fam's the cavalry, I'm the travesty. Still check my pockets every second that I'm getting like I'm barred out. Losing everything that I've been winning. I've been sinning in the eyes of an angel. I'm a nuisance, get my 2 cents, but my pocket's full with all these useless institutions. 6 keys, wallet, got it in my pocket. Hey, 6 keys, wallet, got it in my pocket. Hey, 6 keys, wallet, got it in my pocket. Hey, 6 keys, wallet, got it in my pocket. Hey.
VIVA! Hey, everybody. This has been a whirlwind. This has, without a doubt, been the greatest night of my life at the Lonesome Rose. We are very close to reaching our goal. In fact, we have an anonymous donor that just chimed in and said they will match $150. Okay. So if you do that, if we try to match the $150 goal here, we're going to break through 5,000. And the arts and artists of San Antonio are going to rejoice and create your next favorite piece of artwork. Or maybe just buy a hamburger or something. All right. I got some more names of people that have donated. Thank you to Susan and Jack Kent. Long live local music and art. We're all in this together.
VIVA!
Austin Oddities and Entertainment. DRO Beats, who we just saw a really cool animated music video for. Courtney Mama. Raimundo Ramos. Trey Peterson. Jacob Pierce. Susan Smiley. Vicky Wan and Matt Wallace. Adam Zabi. Zach Baker, Belinda Molina, Cody Mauser, and Benjamin McVeigh. Y'all are beautiful. We live in a beautiful city. It's easy to be beautiful in a beautiful city. Thank you. I don't know if that was a compliment or what, but excellent. So we're trying to match the 150 for the 150. And then we're going to be rocking Saturday night, everybody. So how about those music videos and those videos of other art forms? Dominique Jimenez, Ann Wallace, Pamela Martinez, and DRO. Wonderful. Now, for our final live interview of the evening, I would like to welcome local legends and saviors of badass rock and roll, Jen and Fanny.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Girl in the Coma, and Faya.
Yeah.
We're rocking. What's been happening, y'all?
Oh, you know, just staying home, doing that staying safe thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that going?
You know, it's boring, but we live together.
Yeah.
Along with Nina from Girl in a Coma. So I still got the girls there. We're still jamming, doing a thing. Yeah.
Y'all been working on new stuff?
No.
Hell no.
No.
We've been, you know, enjoying the quarantine, like being alone and just staying away from each other. And we'll just wave at each other in the kitchen or something.
That's about it.
Yeah. We're good with that right now.
Yeah, it's fine. Taking a break from each other, but still in the same house.
That's kind of how you have to do it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But no, we're liking it. I mean, we're taking something kind of negative into a positive, which I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it. It's the only thing we can do.
Exactly.
And what about you? What are you doing?
Well, I'm doing this.
Right on. Any music?
Yeah, I've been working on a lot of stuff. I've taken the time to focus on finishing up some back burner projects that I wouldn't have done anyways. So
That's cool.
I'm going to release some music on Bandcamp because they're doing that waiving the fees.
Yeah, I saw that.
Learning more about home recording and all that. But yeah, y'all were supposed to be on tour, weren't you?
We were. Well, we were in the middle of the tour when everything got crazy, and we had to cancel the tail end of that tour because we started seeing the news and the venue started shutting down. And so as soon as we got home, we were supposed to go on tour because we just released a record in September with Faya.
Totally.
And we were going to do a West Coast tour and then a tour with the Subhumans, and then we were going to play punk rock bowling in Vegas. And there was other things.
Oh,
but
Taco Fest with
Girl in a Coma. We hadn't played together in like 5 years, or something. And so we had the reunited show, you know, with Girl in a Coma at Taco Fest. So we're gonna do it all, but later.
Yeah,
we'll get to it.
We'll do it again. It's all good.
Yeah.
I mean, we were bummed, of course, but you know.
Yeah.
We want to stay safe and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Got to stay safe. But yeah, it's a bummer. Everything's changed.
Yeah.
Who knows what the future of live music is for the rest of the year, at least.
Yeah, at least the rest of the year. I mean, it's scary, but we're figuring
weird.
it out. We're doing the whole live stream thing. We did a live stream with Fea. We did a tribute to Bikini Kill in Spanish.
Radical.
In Espanol. And like that was awesome.
It was great. Yeah. We worked with the local production company, Tron Wayne. Rivers Want Richards in that band. Yeah,
They're awesome.
They came over with masks, and you know, we did green screen stuff, and I don't know, it was just really cool. So we're just trying to figure out stuff to do, like, since we can't play live right now.
Yeah. And how's it going at the Bang Bang Bar?
It's going. So my business partner, Jamie, also owns the Dogfather, which is in front.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of doing the curbside thing to just kind of maintain both while they're shut down. So we've been offering, like we did chicken on the stick and all of that
We
stuff.
did all the fiesta stuff.
Yeah, and you know, taking drinks to go kind of thing and following the rules.
Right now we're remodeling a little bit, like stuff that we had been wanting to do. Now's the time to do it.
Right.
We probably should have been doing that
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
we're cleaning it up and we're
Yeah.
redoing the stage at Bang Bang. We colored it another color, or painted it.
And it's kind of interesting because, you know, we have like residents, House of Coven. They do alternative drag. And
Yeah.
I'm like cleaning and I'm picking up like feathers and, you know, I'm having all these memories of, you know, the good times at the Bang Bang Bar. But yeah, we're getting it all cleaned up and different vibe, and it's going to be cool.
And how many years has the Bang Bang Bar been there?
We're going on four years.
Four?
Because we just did 3
I
years.
thought no, dude. We're going on 5.
Wow. See, I don't know.
It's crazy.
Let's say 5.
But
I don't know.
you know what?
We're going on 5.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's become a staple and a good place for good vibes and personality, and it's just like I feel good when I go there.
Nice.
That's what counts.
And that's just me. I
I
know
feel
other
good
people
about
do
that.
too.
Yeah.
So rock and roll. I was going to ask you about the Faya record. Where did y'all record that? I don't think I had time to look at the liner notes.
We did it at Sonic Ranch in Tornillo, Texas. And Alice Bagg from the Bags produced it. And that place is incredible. So we were lucky. We're on Blackheart Records, which is Jones Jett's label.
Right.
And we asked them if we could go there because we had done a Girl in a Coma record there, and we wanted to.
Good vibes. So many artists go through there. It's got its own thing there, and
totally.
Yeah,
You stay out there and
you get to, just kind of like
you live there. You can go
on
the
a ranch. It's cool.
Yeah, go and record at any time when you're in the zone and feeling something. And I think we were there for 2 weeks. Right? Maybe?
No way.
No,
that's a long time.
That's a long time. No.
Oh, a week. It was a week.
It's like maybe 10 days.
See, my timing is just, I
Things
don't know
have
where I'm at.
changed.
I don't even know
Things
what
have
day it is
changed, yeah.
anymore.
She hasn't done an interview in a long time, so
I forgot how to interview.
But she's everything's a little exaggerated. Everything that she's telling you. So.
Time's a
Why
weird
not?
thing to wrap your head around right now.
Yes.
But it's awesome. I've always wanted to go out there. So many famous
You
records.
should.
And
I
stuff.
think you'd really like it. It's really cool.
But it's great. I mean, y'all been working with Blackheart Records for how many years?
Since 07?
I'm gonna say 25 years.
Yeah.
No,
No, we're answering, Bonnie. 2007 we got signed.
I mean, it's been a wild ride for y'all.
It's been unbelievable. We've been #blessed so hard.
I mean, just like reflecting on what I remember hearing about y'all, and then kind of brushing up on research. Just like tours with Morrissey.
Mm-hmm. It was a crazy time.
Being affiliated with Joan Jett for over a decade.
Yeah, that's great.
She's amazing.
She's so down to earth, and I think it took us a long time to get a little bit better at interviews, and we did an interview with her one South by Southwest, and we suck. And she just she's been doing it forever, so she like nailed it, and we're like just in awe watching her, like, wow, she's smart,
She's a smart girl. Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine. I've brushed shoulders with some heroes of mine, but I mean,
it's been crazy.
I know, and then Faya's been meeting some of our heroes too.
Iggy Pop.
I know.
Likes to jam.
That's been crazy too. Like we didn't even know he started playing us on his radio show, and then he mentioned us in Rolling Stone, and then again we heard him on his radio show talk about us, and we haven't met him yet, but he's been championing us for a bit now.
And then we did the Bikini Kill live thing, and Kathleen Hanna reached out and retweeted that. So we're like, we're done, man. Like, we don't need to meet anybody else. We could die. And
well, you're carrying the torch. You're carrying the torch. Yeah. And thank you for doing that. And the attitude and the belief is real. And thank you for just being yourselves.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, hey, you too. You're pretty cool, man.
I'm trying to wear my club shades.
Right on. I like it.
It's good luck.
Yeah. It's good luck.
But I've always admired y'all's trajectory, and it's great that y'all are still doing it. And I was supposed to be on tour several times in this period. I was supposed to leave for Europe in a few weeks, and I was going on a bizarre tour with the Jacuzzi Boys.
Oh yeah, they're cool.
It was going to be like a 3.5 week tour that just got axed. But
hopefully
that was
you can
just
do
like
it
going to
again.
be funny. But it's nice to get out. I found that. I mean, I believe in San Antonio, just from my own history here. But it's nice to wave that flag and believe in it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I found that if you just believe in your hometown, then good things will come.
Yeah, they've always supported us. It was our recharge when we would get off tour and come home, and and play. We knew anytime we got back, we were going to have support and people help us. And
I know when we were in Girl in a Coma, we always had that fear of like, oh, when, you know, when we get back, are they still there? You know, like, or, you know, but yeah, we've always had the love and support, you know, and that just helped us, you know.
I mean, that is San Antonio.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like they don't care. I mean, it's like whatever the next step is, or whatever you're trying to achieve in the outside world.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's just going to be proud.
Always.
Everyone's just going to be happy
that's it,
that you're out there pounding the pavement and doing what you believe in.
Totally.
And, yeah, it never dies.
No, and then the music scene in general, you know, all the other musicians have always been very helpful. And
you know what helped us, honestly, was, you know, I think too, like the San Antonio Current, they were putting bands a lot, you know, at one point on the cover. And I think that's what really gave Girl in a Coma that extra love and push and gave us self-esteem too, because we'd be like, oh my God, we're on the cover, this is great. So I kind of hope that once it goes back to normal life or semi-normal, or whatever's going to happen, I kind of hope they throw more bands on the cover, because that helped us, man. That was great.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, food is cool too.
Food is cool.
Yeah,
food's all right.
Food's all right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for coming out. We've
yeah.
I think we're still raising money. No, actually, I know this.
Yay, good.
We hit our goal.
Yay, did it. There we go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Right
yeah,
on.
we haven't had a concert here since I think what was it,
Been
March?
Yeah.
March 15th or something like that. Whatever that Wednesday was during South by.
Yeah.
And it's been a bizarre time to just call everything off. So here we are, in our masks and our
Everything. Yeah.
social distancing and our passion and hope for the future. So cheers.
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 Viva.
Viva.
Viva. It's water. It's delicious.
We have a performance from Nina Diaz coming up next.
Oh, cool.
That's your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. He's playing a Girl in a Coma song.
Nice.
And then we're gonna play a music video, live performance from my band that we recorded just before we could not practice anymore. And then it's Sayonara, a special message from me. So, thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Cool.
Yay.
Thank you, Luminaria Artists Foundation.
Want to wash all of your clothes and make you feel warm when you're cold and scratch you when you got an itch. I do, I do, I do. Down, down, I do, I do.
All right. Here we go. Last night I got tangled in every fight I'd fought, flirting through an angle, trying to be someone, and whatever were my reasons, I think I might have had some. And somehow I'm still breathing, whatever air's unsung. Everybody's trying to get another chance, crawling till we're flying, chasing blue sunsets, hoping it gets better, at least better than this. And on the other end of dying, there's a brand new dance. There's a brand new dance. If I said it'd be the last time, then the last time I lied. 'Cause every next evening I'll take a drink in stride. Getting high is new religion. Getting high on getting high. Stumbling through the seasons with a bleary eye. Everybody's trying to get another chance, crawling till we're flying, Well, everybody, that's a wrap for the entertainment portion of this. You can still donate at any time to the handle. I would like to thank our viewing audience for helping us reach our goal. We are at $5,200 right now, and that's going straight into the pockets of the artists of San Antonio. And this is a beautiful thing. This was my idea to do a telethon, but there's much more than that because it came to fruition with this beautiful team, and it turned into this. And so thank you to everyone involved, and thank you to our sponsors, Nowcast SA, New Tech Communications, Luminaria, and the Lonesome Rose and Texas Public Radio. We are very thankful. So, without further ado, to close out the evening, we will talk about this cactus flower right here. Last night, when setting up the stage set, we dragged in this beautiful cactus. And this flower was not involved when we did that. Overnight, this yellow flower grew. I believe that it's communicating with this yellow rose. The yellow rose of Texas that is crying into the cactus. It's some sort of symbiotic cycle represented here. But most importantly, it's beautiful. And it's a sign that this is the right thing to do. So, thanks again, everybody. Feel free to donate at any time in the future. And this has been real. This has been beautiful. And stay safe. Take this situation seriously. And sleep well. Good night.